Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Catholic Breakfast. I'm Father Parks. This is Father Muir. And today we're talking about a little movie called American Made. You saw a movie called American Made?
I did.
I too
We both
saw that
we
film.
We didn't see it together.
We did not see it together. Thoughts?
First of all, I like Tom Cruise. Here's what I liked about American Made. You've got this character, Barry Seal, and he's working for TWA, and he just gets into like drug smuggling and working for the government. It's like he's just doing these kind of like morally corrupt things, and it was almost like watching Breaking Bad. You know that I like the Breaking Bad TV show, and just seeing he's getting like more and more in over his head, and you're just wondering where is this going to go? How's he going to get out of it? Spoiler alert, he gets killed at the end. But what frustrated me was he's dealing drugs, he's hurting a lot of people, and he never struggles as a character with the people that he's hurting. Like there's this one scene where he gets out of his plane, he crashes in a neighborhood, he's covered in cocaine, and these kids see him, and he's just like he just pays them off and buys their bike, and he's like a perfectly amoral character. And I don't know if like the writers really want you to struggle with that as a problem. His family's a mess. He doesn't care. Like he's so unaware of the damage he's doing to the people around him. You know?
That's a really good point. You're right.
What did you think?
Well, I'll say two things. The first is, I don't know how accurate it is. It seems fairly accurate, but
I read about it on Wikipedia. It sounds exactly
must be true. It's all true.
Like perfectly
Everything's
accurate.
true.
Yeah.
You could watch a movie like that. It could give you a deep distrust of the government because everyone's double crossing everyone.
Yeah.
Which can be, not helpful and not great. But the other thing about it is, I feel like it was a kind of a neat commentary on sin, despite the fact that he's kind of a flat character and being a little amoral, and that you always think you're choosing it, but it's choosing you. In other words, like you think I'm going to be in this game as long as I want. I'm going to choose my sin as long as I want. And then whenever I'm ready, I'm out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Like all who sin are a slave to sin, Jesus says. And so he's choosing this life. And he has so much money. There's scenes where he's bearing money. He doesn't know what to do with it. But at no point he could have said, okay, I'm done. I've made enough money. Because once these guys, they all have this commitment. They're like, no, my friend.
That's good.
You're in it to the end. Like
yeah.
You deliver the drugs, we make them. And it's like a relationship with our sin, is we think, I'm just choosing this thing. But once we realize, I want out, it's like, I'm connected to this thing.
The yes to evil, it feels so free. It may feel like the most free thing at first, but he can't say no, right?
That's right.
He's a slave to this money. And the money's doing him zero good at some point.
He thinks he's using them, but they're using him. And that's how it works.
Yeah. Were you disappointed with how it ended? And he's
yes.
He's just kind of like the American swashbuckler, Lone Ranger. They'll never catch me and I'm fine. And he's like living in this egocentric world. And then next thing you know, just bullet in the head.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure why is he making these videos. So he has collateral not to be killed, to tell his story.
Yeah, right. Is he just reporting it? Is he ratting out the bad guys? I don't think we really know that.
But even in that, as you've pointed out, he doesn't really seem to have a conscience.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like, this is where things get crazy in my story.
Which is maybe why they call it American Made, right? He's a uniquely American, that American, we go wherever we want, we do whatever we want. I don't mean necessarily politically, but just kind of the attitude of just like kind of American privilege, We don't worry about the damage that we inflict.
Cash value question, would you recommend it, true or false?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. I thought it was enjoyable. I don't know if I'd recommend it for kids. For the same reason I liked Breaking Bad. If you get the fact that he's an egocentric maniac, now it's like a Shakespearean...
Once you get that, it all unravels.
That's his flaw, right? He doesn't care about anybody else.
Yes.
And then then it's like a Shakespearean tragedy, where, okay, everyone's going to end up dead on the stage, but you'll learn a good lesson here. So I would say, from that perspective, yes. What about you? What's the cash value? Yeah,
I would say overall it was good. It was entertaining. It's worth seeing. Don't bring the kids. Thank you.